My name is Anna Katarzyna Silverman. My Hebrew name is Hana Atara. I am a Polish citizen. I am studying at GTS and I'm a member of Ansche Chesed since 2014, I think. I would like to share with you the story of the first encounter with the synagogue in Warsaw. I have not known that I was Jewish and I didn't know what to do with my knowledge of being Jewish for a long time. And the first time I went to a synagogue was when I met Tea Sepinuk, Tea Tova, an American director who came to Warsaw to do the theater project with prisoners. I was her translator. I told her about my Jewish roots because I knew that she was Jewish, and she invited me for the Rosh Hashanah celebration at Beit Warszawa. I didn't really know what Beit Warszawa was. I didn't know that it was a non-Orthodox synagogue, but I was very happy to be invited. I just knew that there were some Jewish people there. I came to a villa in Wilanów, in a beautiful part of Warsaw, and I was very pleased with the atmosphere that was there. There were very many people, and of course, there were not enough prayer books. So I just sat there without a prayer book and listened to the music, and I ended up singing almost every word of every prayer, and I still don't know how did it happen, because I didn't know Hebrew at that time. A few years later, I decided to pursue my Jewish roots more, and I became a member of the Jewish choir in Warsaw. And later we formed a small group from the Jewish choir that exists until now as a group Shir Aviv. It is still in Warsaw and it is still performing. And we didn't know where to go for patronage, so we decided to go to the non-Orthodox synagogue. And when we appeared there, it turned out that that was the very same synagogue that I came first time in my life for the Rosh Hashanah service. I was very happy, and it was for me a very special moment. We auditioned to show our talents and were enthusiastically accepted as a choir of Beit Warszawa at the time. And we also started a course for Shaliach Tzibur, as the other members of the congregation were just about to start the course for Shaliach Tzibur to learn how to lead prayers. I was very excited about it. And we were learning under the auspices of Cantor Mimi Schäfer from Berlin. And she was very thorough about the prayers and very thorough about learning how to read Hebrew and all of the intricacies of being a Shaliach Tzibur. And she told us not to be very active until we learn a lot. But Rabbi Bert Schumann, who was our rabbi at the time, had different plans for me. A few weeks into my being a regular member of the synagogue and going to Shabbat services every Shabbat, he came to me and he said, you sing so nicely, and I am going to London for this weekend, so I would like to ask you to lead the prayers. And I said, Rabbi, but I hardly know the prayers. I said, but you have been here for some time already, and there will be people who will help you. You will be fine. So I was very scared. But I said, okay. I suppose when you don't know much, you think you can handle everything. And so I was given the prayer book with a lot of transliteration. And the people who were supposed to help me at that time, our Kabbalat Shabbat, what was our Friday evening services were with the piano. So the pianist met me half an hour before the service, and we went through all of the prayers that were sang with the piano. The other people said, "Don't worry, we are going to help you." And they really were helping me. Whenever I was feeling lost, somebody came to me and pointed, where am I supposed to continue? And I already somehow knew the melodies. They were in my heart. They were very nice Reform melodies. And it happened that the very first time I was leading the service, a person who is now responsible for taking care of the virtual shtetl, internet site of the Jewish Museum, was there, and he had a camera with him, and he made me a photo. This was my first time when I started to know that I actually love leading services, and that I can handle it, and the people like what I do, and people pray when I pray.